SevereMMA, we're here at Cage Warriors 88, and we're alongside Cage Warriors' new middleweight champion, Lee the Butcher Chadwick, and man, that's got to sound pretty good in those ears.
Oh, it feels amazing, yeah. Best feeling ever. I've had this vision from the beginning of the year when I started with the promotion, so I'm really happy.
It's fair to say, you know, I don't want to age in, I'm not, but you've been around for a little while, and it just seems over the last sort of 24 months, you really have turned a corner. You've become, is more consistent the right word, more dangerous? What do you put that up to?
I've dug deep, I've fell short a few times, made mistakes. I've gone back, I've learned, and I've been persistent. You've seen with Michael Bisping in the UFC, he's fell short a few times, but he kept trying and trying and trying. Now he's UFC champion of the world, so it shows that we can all do it.
Now, Cage Warriors aren't going to thank me for this, but where are their last 4 middleweight champ? Oh yeah, was that surely had to be playing in the mind when you signed this fight? It's not just about a Cage Warriors title, which is prestigious enough. This opens some doors.
Yeah, it does. I mean, like, that's off to Cage Warriors. They pride themselves on the best fighters. The fighters do go to UFC because they bring these pedigrees through the doors and through the gates and give us fighters the chance to go on the world stage. So it's all down to Cage Warriors bringing these guys up. So I'm made up to be fighting for the promotion. All I had in my mind was the Cage Warriors belt because I just wanted to fixate on that. So I've got respect for the promotion, but obviously I'm trying to go as high as I can possibly go.
We'll talk Victor Chen for a moment, and then we'll look future. Victor, a worthy opponent? Was it? You know, it was a bit of a war. It seemed maybe you kind of went through the gears in the fight. So by the 3rd, 4th, and 5th round, you were taking control. What were you expecting in there?
I knew he was going to try and take me into later rounds because I had a tough weight cut and I carry a lot of muscle. People don't realise the gas I've got. They don't see what I do behind the scenes. So I know I've got it, and I was glad I got the chance to fight for 5-minute rounds. To me, that's an achievement in its own, win or lose. So getting a win at the end of that, it's amazing.
He was trying to maintain distance. He worked a lot of low kicks and what have you. What was your game plan going in? Was it to be reactive or pro? How did you?
My game plan was to bring him onto me and catch him with a big shot. Yeah, so and I did do it a few times, caught him clean, but he took it really well. So I had to switch things up. He was leg kicking, so my corner said to me, "You need to start leg kicking to stop him and take his weight off that leg." So I started throwing the leg kicks in and bringing my game plan into it.
I have to ask you. You've never been one to talk a lot of shit, but you got the title now. Who do you figure Cage Warriors are going to throw at you for? Like, what makes sense? Who makes sense?
I can't think of anybody at the minute. All I had in my mind was Victor Chen, and I've got the belt, so I'm just going to forget about and see what comes at me.
Can I stir a little bit? Because I got a tweet from one John McGuire saying, hey, he'll step up a weight class for this because the welterweight champion's gone into hiding and doesn't want any of it. I know he's trying, but is that a fight you'd eat? Is there consideration there? Would you take that fight against a former, you know, 155 or 170?
Don't know. If you want to talk shit and come and bring it, then I'll fight anyone in the world.
February 24th?
Let's see what happens, eh?
Lee, congratulations on becoming the middleweight champion of Cage Warriors. An excellent performance against a tough opponent. We look forward to seeing you defend that title.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.